Yo, what up, Bronco gang? What's up, all my Broncos fans out there? It's your boy Milehighjay bringing you another video. Tonight I'm going to talk about a recap of that Packers versus Broncos Sunday Night Football showdown in front of the whole country. Um, yeah, so Denver wins, obviously. Bronco gang and all Broncos country is super, super stoked. We finally came together on all aspects of the team, offense and defense. Defense is always coming with it, but offense finally got some things clicking, and look what happens, man. Big win for Denver. A lot of the doubters kind of have to eat their words now and kind of sit back and just hope that Denver doesn't keep this shit up. So, yeah. So, some things I wanted to talk about. Okay, so if you watch some of my last videos, man, I've always kept faith in Peyton Manning, man. I'm just like he's close to it. He's still got things to figure out. I believe that he could though, and yeah, I've caught a lot of shit from people on the internet and outside, just out and about everywhere when I talk about the Broncos, sticking up for Peyton. People, I mean, early on, I heard people, the Brock Osweiler, people coming out like, oh, we should bench Peyton, put Brock in, see what we got in him, this and that. It's just a bunch of bull crap, man. Peyton Manning is the man, and I'm sticking by that with him. I don't care what anybody says. Peyton's been doing his thing. I think that Kubiak and him on this bye week had a chance to sit down together, figure some things out, figure out what's working. I actually even heard Peyton say that they sat down and started talking about what's working, what's not working, what can we leave in, what can we leave out, what is Peyton willing to work on and think that we should still do, stuff like that, man. And I think those two masterminds getting together in a room, I wonder what it was like for one, but them two getting together in a room and just talking football, they're students of the game, man. I really think that we benefited from that, them getting that kind of time to sit down and figure some things out, man. So let's talk about this game. After the first drive of the game, man, I knew that Denver had it. And I think we got a first down and then a 3 and out. But right away, man, I could tell there was just so many changes. I just felt all giddy inside, man. I was so excited, like, look, okay, we went 3 and out, but it don't matter, man. We look so different. Like, we're ready to play tonight. We're ready for this game. So I was just so hyped. Even when Peyton's walking off the field, unbuttoning his chin strap and everything, I was like, no, this is great. Here it is. We've come to play tonight, and we're going to do this shit. I felt it from the very beginning, man. So after the Packers' first drive in the second half, I knew that we had this game locked up, man. I kept holding out hope. Not hope, but I kept, reserving back and being like, okay, let's see how the Packers adjust at halftime with their offense and come out, and let's see what they have to offer in the second half before I start, getting so excited. But I deep down, I had a feeling like, yes, we got this. Defense is going to be able to shut them down. But I just wanted to see what the Packers' adjustments were and what they came with in the second half. And after their first drive, I knew that Denver had this game sold up, man. I could just tell by the body language on Aaron Rodgers, kind of like the whole psyche of the whole Packers team. I just knew that they were already defeated, man. I could just feel it. So, yeah, so more about the game. There was some bullshit calls against the Broncos in this game. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not thinking that, huge conspiracy stuff or this and that, but it almost seemed like there was some stuff going on where the refs were trying to put their hands in to make this game a little bit closer. There was on the Packers first drive of the game, we got them on a 3 and out. And they called fucking holding. I don't think it was pass interference, but they called holding on Chris Harris. And even Chris Collinsworth, who I think is one of the worst commentators in freaking NFL history. I hate having to sit and listen to this guy freaking commentate a game, but he was like, I didn't see nothing there. I don't know why that call was there, you know. So I mean, still on um on that next first down, the Packers still went 3-and-out again. But right off the bat, I was like, man, that's a bullshit call. So I didn't like that call. The one I really didn't like was the roughing the passer on David Bruton, which helped the Packers get their first score. It was another third down. Bruton gets in there, gets some mean pass rush on Aaron Rodgers, gets in there, and they called roughing, and I was just like, man, I really, man, maybe that's what they're calling nowadays in this NFL. But man, if that play happened back in the 90s or even into the early 2000s, that call is not made, man. These calls are getting so soft to protect these quarterbacks. It's ridiculous, man. I can't even imagine how John Elway feels sometimes sitting back and watching some of these weak ass hits on the quarterback that are getting called for penalties, man, because that dude used to take a beating back in the day, man. I watched it when I was a young kid, man, just watching like Elway would have laughed that freaking hit off, man. He took so many licks back in his time, man, and there were no calls back then, you know? Like the NFL's getting soft with this, man. And our defense is way too physical for today's NFL, man. We're too beastly, we're too aggressive. Today's NFL can't handle having a defense like Denver's defense in the NFL right now, man. I can't think of one game this year that we haven't got an unnecessary roughness or a rough in the passer, you know, too rough, too rough. Man, that's just the way we are, man. And yeah, that just drives me crazy, man. And I honestly think that Denver's I think I said in another video earlier this year, this defense is too damn aggressive and freaking physical and nasty for today's NFL. It just is what it is. Call it what you want. That's just what I'm seeing, man. Let me know another D that's been as physical as Denver has this year. Um, I don't know if I've said this in one of my past videos, but I've definitely said it to some of my coworkers. Andy and Sean will know that I've been preaching this for a few weeks now. If we get the pass game going early, it's going to open up everything for this offense, man. The defense will have to play back and respect the pass of Peyton Manning. They haven't early on in those first couple games this year. I know definitely the first 4 games. They weren't respecting the pass by Peyton Manning because he was off and he wasn't getting enough time. Our offensive line was not blocking for. Excuse me. They were not blocking and giving him enough time to get for these pass plays to open up. We connected on the first pass play of the game, and I think it was the first play of the game, to Demaryius Thomas for a first down. It was like 15, maybe 17 yards, something like that. And as soon as that happened, I was like, yes, because I knew it would open up the run game. I knew it would take off some of that pass rush on Peyton, because if they have to respect the pass by Peyton, he will find a way in later quarters to pick you apart. So and yeah, Andy at work gave me some credit for that this last week. Appreciate that, Andy, because I've been telling everybody for weeks, man, if we get the pass game going early and make the defense respect the pass, they're doomed. They're screwed, man. DT made some big catches early on in this game. I was so stoked. I think he had like his first 4 catches were already over 100 yards. But his 2 catches that he had set up touchdowns for Denver when we went up 14-0, man. Making big plays, dude. Just making these big catches, which we were looking for because he's missed on those a few the last couple weeks. So right on fucking DT, man, for playing like we're paying you to play, and definitely showing us what we're used to with you, man. So yeah, it was just huge. Ronnie Hillman is the starting running back, man. We got to keep coming with him first and then CJ second. I think that's going to work a lot better. He stretches the field out more. He likes to run to the sidelines. It's going to open up teams that we're playing against. Their defense is going to have to respect and play sideline to sideline, and then we can bring CJ in and do ground and pound. And you've seen the hole that he had up the middle. When he ran that big touchdown, I think it was the third or the fourth quarter. I can't remember because I started drinking a lot during that game, man. But right up the gut, make one cut, and you got to beat one guy to get into the end zone, man. It was like a huge, huge run play. So, and I think there's conspiracy going around, but I think he really had ankle injury early on in the year. He wasn't making these cuts as well as we all know that he could, like what he did in the second half of last season. So, man, yeah, I'm just so excited for this team now, man. We shut a lot of the freaking doubters up. Now we just can build on this win. We have the confidence. We've always had the confidence, I believe. But now we know that we can beat these teams that, all these announcers in the NFL keep hyping up. Deservedly so for the Packers, man. But Aaron Rodgers has never seen a defense like this in his entire career. I really believe that, man. And obviously it showed. He didn't even pass for 100 yards. I heard a press conference after the game. He was kind of trying to throw his wide receivers under the bus. But come on, Aaron, let's be real, man. You were just being pressured so hard that you were flustered. You couldn't find an open receiver. Don't blame it all on the receivers, man. Put some of that on your offensive line and also put some of that on yourself because you were flustered. You didn't know what to do. I seen you sitting on the bench, shaking your head, having that freaking Jay Cutler look on your face at about the third quarter. So it's all good. Packers, I think they're going to be all right. They're still one of the top one or two teams in the NFC side of the NFL, so they don't really have a lot to worry about. They're gonna be fine. So I know a lot of Packers fans, and I'm not trying to rag on them super hard, but Denver just came with it in this game. Packers not so much. Their fan base did show up in our stadium pretty damn well, especially my friend Sean was at the game. Mad Fanatic was at the game, and he said he thought it was like 30-40% Packers fans, which is bullshit, Broncos country. We need to freaking represent. Don't be selling your season tickets to these fucking Packer fans, man. I mean, maybe you made a lot of money off that, but I bet after, and if you sold those tickets and didn't go to the game, I bet you wish you went to that game. And with all of the Broncos alumni coming back and everything, why didn't you go to that game? And kudos to freaking Pat Bowlen, man. God bless you, man. And I hope you're doing all right, and I hope that you can get healthy so that if we do make the Super Bowl, that you will be there, man. And that's just something I'm super worried about. It's weird when they talk about Pat Bowlen during this game and other people and players and everyone talking about Pat Bowlen. They're almost talking about him in a past tense like the man is gone already, man. I know, like physically and mentally, he might be a little bit gone, but he's still alive, man, and he's still the owner of this franchise, man. So it's sad. I'm not blaming anyone or ragging on anyone, but it saddens me, man. It really does, and I hope he does in his mind still remember the Super Bowls and remember how much Broncos country loves this man, and the city of Denver backs him 100%. So. God bless you, Pat Bowlen, and I hope everything's going okay with you, man. Um, Bronco Gang, man, lots of big things going on in Bronco Gang. Mad Fanatic, and I'm not sure if G Nice, but I know Ray Ray and everybody's going to be at Mad Fanatic's concert this month at the Gold Room in Colorado Springs. Me and my boys are definitely going to be going to that. I hope to run into a ton of my Bronco gang and all my family out there. I hope I run into y'all. I know I'll run into y'all, but it'll be good to see everyone and unite. And also, my boy freaking Randy Kennison, he's doing a concert. The Chiefs game, definitely before the Chiefs game, the 15th. Go, man, and support this dude and um, watch the filming of his video, be in the video. I don't know exactly what they have planned going on, but I heard a sample from the song. It's gonna sound great, man. Randy's always he's such a good dude. I hope him and his son are having a nice time tonight at the college football game. Kansas State versus Baylor, I think. I saw a video. He's treating his kid to that game. So this dude is so cool, man. Everybody show mad respect and try to go and be there for his video, man. And let's make a big showing and back him on that, man. Um, Ray Ray, I haven't heard any new music from Ray Ray or anything lately, but I'm hoping that dude's got some stuff in the works because he's my favorite artist. I know everybody loves Mad Fanatic. I do too. I love G Nice as well. I haven't got to hear his solo album. I'd really like to. Um, but Ray, there's just something about Ray Ray, man. That's my dude. I just love his music, man. And some of the heart that he puts behind his stuff. I'm not saying the other guys don't. Ray Ray's just, I'm a big fan of Ray Ray. I'm a big fan of the other guys as well. And I'm sure G Nice's album is pretty fucking dope. If you haven't seen the latest Garage Den, it dropped tonight. Um, Mad Fanatic and G Nice doing their thing, man. I love these videos, so everybody go and check those out if you can. Um, yeah, they do some things like eating greedy. They show you some cool snacks to try out. That's my favorite part of the show. Besides the song they do at the end, their little freestyle, their music, man. These guys are so super talented, man, and they're just great people. If you've ever got to meet them, man, they are so nice. And they're just freaking awesome people, man. So if you're not in Bronco Gang, go and join. Definitely search the Mad Fanatic on YouTube. Watch his videos. Go join Bronco Gang for sure, man. This movement just keeps on moving. I don't know how many members we have now, but I'm sure we're well up around the 2,000 member range, and it's a huge movement. Everything's gravy. Bronco Gang is just lovely. They all do great things for the community. Anybody that's shying away from it because they're called Bronco Gang, don't even listen to that gibberish. Go, do some research and check it out. They're actually awesome. And like Randy Kennison said in a video today, we're all family, man. And I definitely believe that. And it's not just something that's said, it's shown almost every day with all of these members. I mean, just join and see what kind of things happen, man. And it's so cool. So, man, I love my Bronco Gang. Love all you Broncos fans. I love everyone that watched my videos. Ron Myers, I'm sorry, man, my video came out a day late. I've been super busy doing stuff, but I'm going to keep doing these videos and get them to you as soon as I can, everyone. I'm also going to do a pregame video for next week against the Colts. Andrew Luck, your ass is going down, bro. You think we put it on freaking Aaron Rodgers? We're putting it on your ass, dude, because we're coming to Indianapolis, and it's Peyton Manning's house. It's the house that Peyton Manning built, and we're going to show you why this Sunday. So be ready for it, Colts. Orange Soldier and all my people, mile high salute. Have a good night, everyone.